Hi there, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. It's Monday, which means another staking rewards update video. This is for week 45. And as always, before we jump into the figures, just to bring you up to date with any changes over the last week. Nothing major. As I mentioned last week, Stellar is now removed from this list. I've put the rewards we received over the last couple of months into this other and sold row, and I've removed it because the inflation rewards have been removed now from the Stellar network, so that's why I've removed that to keep the list a little bit cleaner. But that's the only big kind of change. Neo normally have 285. The last couple of weeks we've been down at 85. 200 of my Neo currently in trade, and they haven't dropped down to a level where I'm buying back yet, so that may happen in the next kind of week or so. We shall see. Hopefully, you know, it might happen in the next kind of couple of weeks, but I was sort of caught in a Stellar trade for I think best part of 3 or 4 weeks at one point. I'm kind of confident it's going to come to where I want it to get to, but it might take a little while getting there. So our Neo stakes have been down for the last kind of 2 or 3 weeks. Anyway, let's jump in and have a look at the figures for the last week. Starting with NAV coins, so 8 coins, that's 4 stakes of 2 coins each, so 8 coins worth 75 cents. I received an orphan on NAV. I actually received an orphan on PIVX, a Bulwark orphan. I've received a few orphans this last week, not as bad as it was a couple of weeks ago, so things do seem to be improving, but I do seem to be receiving slightly more orphaned stakes and across the board, so it's not just one particular kind of wallet. Since I moved to the kind of new office, I'm not sure if it's related to maybe the network or something like that, but I will keep an eye on that and see if I can improve things. What I need to do is do a bit of an audit of all these wallets, go through them all, make sure I'm up to date with the latest versions and stuff like that. So I'll do that maybe this week coming. But 8 NAV worth 75 cents, 18 Syndicate worth 1 cent. I'll continue to kind of throw these into the table here until hopefully we might have some kind of spike in price of Syndicate when I can get rid of these. 0.186 Neo Gas, obviously down at 85 coins rather than the 285, so this will be down for the foreseeable future, worth 28 cents. Nothing for SmartCash. We receive our Smart Rewards only once a month. It comes in somewhere around the 24th, 25th, 26th, something like that normally. So we'll receive that at the end of this month. 8,394 Metrix, that came from 2 different stakes worth $1.52. Metrix has been quite a nice, reliable staker. A couple of months ago we did have a few fewer coins, but what tended to happen was we might receive a stake every 2 or 3 weeks. Now, Metrix is very different from coins like, say, PIVX or NAV, which have a fixed staking reward. So for PIVX and NAV, it's 2 coins, so you always get 2 coins. Vulcano is 106.87. With Metrix, it varies, and what tends to happen is that the longer there is between stakes, the higher the stake that actually kind of comes in. So up until maybe a month ago, we tended to find that we had fairly infrequent kind of stakes, but they were quite large when they kind of came in. And I mentioned this before, I think a few weeks ago, but there seems to be a bit of a move to more frequent stakes, but slightly lower amounts. And I don't know if that's just because the number of coins we've got is increasing slightly. We're up to almost 1 million coins now, but it's now a nice reliable staker. We generally get 1 or 2 stakes every week. So that was 8,394 worth $1.52. Just 1 stake for PIVX, so 2 PIVX worth 50 cents. We had an orphan for that, which is a bit disappointing. 59.4 Helix worth 20 cents. I actually sold a load of Helix a few weeks ago when this price spiked up on CREX24. So if you do have Helix, that's the exchange I was kind of using. I think it's on 2 or 3 smaller exchanges, but there is a limited market for kind of Helix, but it was just a bit of an experiment. I just wanted to see if I wanted to kind of sell them, whether I'd be able to kind of get out. And it took best part of a week or so for the price to go to where I wanted it to. It dropped a little bit from where it was and then kind of rose back up, but that trade completed a couple of days ago. So it's nice to see that I was able to kind of get out of the kind of market. And for these smaller coins, and that's the big issue, is that, you know, when you come to sell, there's very limited kind of buy pressure on those kind of exchanges. But 59.4 Helix, this will be lower than it was a few weeks ago because we sold a load of coins, 20 cents. 106.87, that's 1 stake for Vulcano worth 10 cents. Nothing for Bulwark, just 1 orphan stake unfortunately this week. And finally Icon, 10.68 Icon worth $1.79. Now this is up a little bit on last week, but it's down on what we're receiving for probably the few weeks before that, and that seems to have been triggered when they moved to the P-reps being sort of, I think they were kind of provisional kind of P-reps, and then it split into kind of actual kind of P-reps and then sub P-reps. So that seems to have kind of sort of completed now, and I don't know whether the actual PREPs that you delegate to influences the kind of staking. I don't think it is, so it might just be like a small change when they went live on the actual kind of like sort of main system as opposed to where it was before. But this seems to be down a little bit, not massively. We were around 11.5, now we're down about 10.5 a week, but that's 179. Nice week. Icon is a good solid staker. It's not one you have to have a wallet open for either, so that works pretty well. So it's a grand total this week of $5.15. If we jump over to the graph, you see we're up a fraction on where we were last week, down a little bit on where we were here. Obviously we had some additional kind of coins here. We had Stellar, which wasn't a massive staker but contributed, and we had a few more for kind of Icon, and obviously a bit more Neo as well. So down there just over the the $5 mark. Grand total this year so far of $321.85. So that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you're staking. It's always good to hear from different people, know how you're getting on. Let me know if you've also seen a little bit of a drop since they went live with the actual sort of, I suppose, the confirmed kind of PREPs, or however you want to kind of describe it. Let me know if that has dropped a little bit for you. And also, do you know if the actual PREPs that you are delegating to actually influences the rewards you get? I'm not sure that it does, but it'd be interesting to just have confirmation on that. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Hopefully I will see you on the next video. But until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.